Hello, Urist. Hey, welcome back. So a lot happened. Oh, there's a bunch of meat on the ground. Why is all this meat on the ground? I earnestly do not remember. I do remember. um, so the traders basically left all their stuff here. Items being traded. Uh, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I think we just have to disassemble this and hope for the best. So let's just set that as active. People are fighting. Are any of these fights active? Let's see. The camel has killed some Kias. Let's see what's around. So there's a giant crow still, seriously injured. There is a great horned owl, healthy, and a Kia, seriously injured and overexerted. So what are you doing, Kia? You know what? We should get our squad up. We have the Lance of Lashing. They have no special orders right now, so they're resting. That's right. I remember. Very vague. Oh, we're building a pool or a pond or a park. That's right. We've built a park. We're going to use this screw pump to pump water into it. We did a little exploratory mine shaft sort of thing here, just digging a safe path down through these aquifers. Now, what I would like to do would be, what are these from? Oh, that's right. We were digging a. I forgot about this. We're digging these down to see if we can't find our way through the aquifer, and we did. So it's excellent. So it's going to be a little ugly for now, but let's just do it this way. Both of these are fine. Let's do the further one and test staircase down here. We want to make sure we're at. That's right. That's the end staircase. You know what? Let's just do it one over, and then we'll do something with these. We'll figure it out. And let's dig down until we stopped. Where did we stop? 30 last time. You know what? Let's dig down to 30. It was a gut call in the beginning. It can be a gut call again, and I think it'll be a good call. So there was death of some sort. There's a lot of interruptions going on. I'm not reading through all that. We struck some magnetite. We looked at these fights. Things were looking okay. All right. We should be good to go. So the miners are going to come. One of them's eaten. Aren't you? Oh, they can't reach this, maybe? Why aren't you mining? Do they not have... You know what? Weave that yarn. You're not going to be doing any more weaving, though. You're going to be mining. Especially if we get down below. So we're going to do this. If we do crack into a cavern that we can't handle, what we're going to do is cover that up with a bridge. And when we cover that up with a bridge, most things won't be able to get into it. I think like flying forbidden beast. Oh, we got down to 30 and everything is okay. That's wild to me. So we got chalk down here. You know what? All right. So what can we do to make this part of our main staircase? There is an aquifer here. Let's do... We're gonna do stuff a little weird. So we just need to figure out where the aquifer is up here. Let's just dig like this until we hit aquifer. We're not gonna actually crack it open. We're just gonna dig straight up. There's wet, right there. Okay. So you're not wet there. Let's get you mined up. Fortress attracted no migrants this season. Well, that sucks. Okay, so that's wet there. So this is all heavy aquifers, so we're not gonna be able to dig through this at all. What we can do is we can dig down here so that they only have the shortest path to walk. You're gonna say, Toby, this is a lot of stairs. Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it. We were a little paranoid, thinking we're going to get into the cavern sooner rather than later. It is what it is. We're going to be fine. There's fighting going on. The flying giant crowboat. Oh, the militia commander is hunting, I guess? Fully killed it. Just killed it and then took a nap immediately. Love to see it. What are your recent thoughts, buddy? Euphoric due to inebriation, vengeful joining the conflict. Okay, so he came up to save the... Probably dumping garbage and then save the camel over here. Oh yeah, so we disassembled that. Everything landed on the ground. We'll build a new trade depot. The kobolds are probably not going to like us, just because we did destroy their stuff and technically steal it, but that is fine. You know what? Let's make it out of... Doesn't really matter. So we've got so much sandstone. Just do sandstone. We'll use like the 3 closest sandstone or something like that. So we got to wait for all of our folks to haul things in. Damstone is located. Let's get back to here. Okay, so looks like we got a pretty clear shot right up here. Let's just do it like this. Just to make sure we actually get down in there. And honestly, we could just set this to auto-mine all this stuff up. Some mudstone, microclines, gypsum, more hematite. Lots of hematite. Satin spar. I'm mostly interested in these chalk. Yeah, the chalk walls down here. That way we can make steel and everything. Alright, so we're so far so good. Perfect. So we will go up 1 level. Dig down right here. Let's go down to 30 was safe. Honestly, let's go a little wild with it. Let's go down to 20. An extra 10 Z levels. Then, you know what? Let's make this a little nicer. Let's just do this. Mine here. Down to 20. I always like giving the space a little more room. Once we do need to build a bridge to block off, like, cavern access, we'll be very happy we did this. Might just... Oh, it's chopping logs instead of building stairs. So that's still good. Let's dig on down. Having all this clear space will be nice, especially once we start building more. And our grand hallway, like our grand vertical hallway, is not so bad. It was a little bigger. We'll shrink it down over here just because we have the our... Oh, you just left the bones outside? You couldn't put them in the coffin? That's sad. So what I want to do here, I want to get rid of this because it's unnecessary. So really all we're going to do is mark all this as automated. We're going to set it at 4. We're going to mark it as automated mining. That way they'll do it on their own time. Everything should be fine. You know, we'll do the same thing for this level. And if either of these crack into a cavern, you know, that's just on me. And we need to make sure we have de-designated these wet ones. Let's get rid of that. These ones will pick back up when they do get to it, so we should be fine. We've run into another... another aquifer. Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, keep digging, buddy. You know what? We'll make it work. Nope, can't make that one work. Okay, still some stairs. That is unfortunate. Aquifers get in the way of a lot of things. We could, I mean, theoretically... Yeah, we found the cavern. Stop digging, please. That's fine. Very happy for us. What was that? Cave spider olm remains? Oh, cave spiders are catching these olms and little bugs. Okay, I was like, what is killing all these little things? Well, hey, we've got a fungus cavern. We'll take a look at it from the top on down. You know what? Let's see. First off, Are there any cave creatures? No cave creatures. None visible yet, at least. Caverns are exciting. I love these. What is this? Obsidian cavern floor. There's a chance for some lava in here. Just keep on tracking down. That's our bottom level. Roxy, you're being rude. There's so many dead little creatures. Alright, so we gotta break this all up. Make sure we're not mining any more here. Y'all are done. Dad, you're fun. And we have our fungus, so once we have this screw pump actually built, we can build our inside pasture. I'm very excited for that. Excellent. So we'll dig up all this magnetite just to get rid of it. Obviously that is unnecessary now. We know exactly what we need to block off, which is pretty much just right here. Thankfully not... Oops. Thankfully, not a aquifer down here. However, if we're not careful and we crack into these heavy aquifers, it'll like make a series of water down here. It'll completely ruin our chances of continuing this fortress. It'll be damn near unplayable if that happens. So all we want to do, it doesn't matter which way it goes. I guess maybe it does. Hidden, cannot build this location. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one. Let's build this. Select material. Just one piece of jet. That's all it's going to take. So the dwarf should very quickly come and do this. Hopefully. We'll just want to keep it blocked off until we're fully sure we want to get down in there. I just want to check. Let's see. We got a human basement. So we're going to start getting visitors now because we've cracked into this cavern. They're going to want to go and kill creatures. We want them to be outside fighting birds as much as possible. So we'll leave them out to do that. All the food that's outside from that trading caravan is pretty much decrepit, which is unfortunate. I mean, we got some fresh food in there. We just don't have the population to be hauling things all the time. Great horned owls. We're running out of fermentable plants. We had plants. What's going on? Let's check what our plants are. So I'm going to tell you, it doesn't look like we have 50 plants, 60 plants. Looks like we have actually like no plants, which is not great. We still have a zone set up for, yeah, we still have our plant gathering zone. Do we have anyone gathering plants? We have our farmers gathering plants. Honestly, our bowyer and our stone cutter and the manager. You can all gather plants for me. Nope, I set them to be miners. What a fool. So I don't want you to mine. I do want you to be plant gatherers, though. So manager, animal, stone. There we go. And weaponsmith. Not blacksmith set up. So the woodcutter is our first blacksmith. Let's do another work detail just to get it done. We'll put this as furnace operating and weaponsmithing. That way, they're always busy. And we want only our weaponsmith to be doing that. As we get more dwarves in, we'll assign more, obviously, as the fortress goes and goes. We've struck so many cool things. So, like, yellow diamonds. Yeah, rubies and yellow diamonds together. That's very interesting. Oh, we have access to, like, underground wood. All sorts of cool things. However, you may have noticed our military is pretty much non-existent. Not great for cavernous endeavors, but being able to get our creatures out of open air where they're going to be assaulted by birds is very important. Oh, wonderful. So they're building this. We can, once they're built, we can assign a dwarf to manually pump it. Everything's going to fill up. This is going to fill up with water. This will fill up with water. All this space will fill up with at least one level of water. We don't want to get above 2 because after that it stops evaporating. Even if we just have one space where it's 1, eventually we'll get lucky and it'll evaporate. That'll be 2 spaces. Then, from there on we'll get more and more. So let's start pump. We're just going to watch this. This is going to be a hands-on endeavor. You keep on pumping. Are you going to like this? Euphoric? Or inebriation. Okay. Like, are you that happy to be pumping? I don't know, man. That seems a bit much. The crow and the owl are fighting. The edge-shaded great horn snatched at the edge-shaded crow on the right upper leg with its first toe, left foot tearing the skin and bruising the muscle. We love to see it. Love to see some bird-on-bird violence. Definitely take care of those nasty, mean birds. Watching this pump work, I'm actually pretty excited about our odds for, getting rid of water. So they're going to keep coming back and doing this. They're going to keep pushing out water. Unfortunately, just not. It doesn't look like it's going to do that well. Like, they keep getting pushed off and into this. So I'm a little worried that they'll get in there and drown. But this is just an upward slope, so they should be able to climb out anytime. So it's going to take a while to fill up. We don't have to sit and watch everything. We'll come back and check on it. They will stop pumping eventually as the water levels, keep on increasing. What we should do, though, should mine back a little bit and give this a little more channel here. That way, where's my miners at? It's a good chunk of magnetite. I'm happy with that. It's another good chunk of magnetite directly underneath that as well. Right, are you drowning in there? Okay. You're freaking me out by going in that. I swear we just saw. Yes, you can stay and eradicate monsters. Yes, please. We're getting our population back up with our travelers. So they will, for the most part, they're just going to hang out in meeting areas, right? Let's go see Monster Slayers. Yeah, they're just going to hang out in the hospital. Which is fine. They may go outside from time to time. We could set up a meeting area outside as well. Oh, you guys got rotten stuff going on down here. Rotten dinners. You know what? We do have work orders set up for dinners with not enough haulers, so that's on me. You're just going to have to deal with the stink for a while. It's fine. Things are going to be getting more and more chaotic as we, expand this fortress, too. This is our one exploratory mining tract. Oh, they're still working on it. Excellent. I need to look up how to get the gypsum plaster still. That's just forever evaded me. I never know which workshop makes it. Right, so we want to set up more doors and beds. I do not care what you use. Just put doors in door holes. Thank you. Do I like calling them door holes? No. But that's what came to my mind, and that's what stuck with the universe. All of these are set up. We have more than enough furniture for all of our dwarves. Well in advance, so I'm very excited for that. We will be good for a couple years, maybe, on housing. We may need to stop our guy from making too many more beds, honestly. All right, saving. It's good. Get a little time check. We're up to 20 minutes already. Time really does fly, man. I feel like we just started recording this one. All right, sorry, I just gotta. We're looking for houses. I'm house hunting now, and I just got an email from my realtor. Not even my real. Oh, what the fuck? Did I put that up there? Is that just from my mouse? We'll figure it out in a second. I got an email from my realtor asking how things are going. I was like, well, we looked at some houses. One needed massive repairs, which are well outside of my budget. Another one also needed massive repairs, which are outside of my budget. And then we didn't look at any other houses because those are the only two that we had found that were in our price range. And it turns out they are in my price range because they needed massive repairs, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's just how it works sometimes. So we're still pumping. No one is dead down here, so we're happy about that. Uh, they're taking turns pumping. We won't really need too much more water. I do want to like kind of fill up all this if we can, but we're not too worried about doing that. Of course, if we just leave it, it's going to... Oh, shit. They're still seriously injured. Okay. I saw the interruption. I was a little wary. We need like another everything stockpile, which is this one. So let's set this, make sure, yeah, we have nothing that we don't want in this. Every once in a while, you just got to reacquaint yourself. So we'll just expand that a little bit. They really don't have time to be moving stuff into these, but, you know, it is what it is. Let them do what they want to do. How's this going? Another one for eradicating monsters? Excellent. Lord Consort. Love to see it. At the edges, we already have an evaporation, so this might be, like, the extent of water area that we can get without making this a... without making this like a water wheel that kind of self-powers. But then we'd have to set it up so that it would break once we're done with it. I'm not too keen on doing that. So this is all filled up with water. The manager is fighting. The animal caretaker is fighting. The agitate grain is blown away by the force of blow. The great owl got... it got into our fortress. Oh no. Well, it's dead now. It couldn't fly anywhere, so just beat the shit out of it. You know what? Honestly, proud of you guys. There's a hoary marmot coming. Our horned beetle population has been destroyed, which is extremely sad. Did we butcher those though? No, just the giant crows, which is okay. Getting some leather in. How much is this leather worth? We don't have a broker? We do not have a broker. Deggle, what do you do besides... You're a woodworker. Yeah, you can be our you can be our broker. You got some skills already for it. Excellent. You know what? Pickett? When you're not gathering plants, you're going to be our bookkeeper as well, because you already have the office. Because I want to know how many plants we've gathered. Because it doesn't look good. It looks like we still only have 5 plants. And that's just not going to do. We're getting into summer, so we should have plants of... Excuse me? No, I don't want that. I want to pause. You're both drowning? I'll tell you, it's not good. Set up like a staircase right there. Just, you know, the faster we can get that... Oh, they came out. What the fuck? They're just casually drowning? They weren't even drowning for real? I guess I should have unpaused it, but I was a little worried about losing 2 dwarves to drowning while I'm watching them die. I mean, we are, like I said, we're looking at the extent of where our water is going to hit. So we may want to just be done with this. So we're going to stop pumping that. What we can do is disassemble this and move it to the next spot. I don't even think we have to do that, honestly. Let's try. How do we want to do this? We want to... Nope. Okay, so we have to disassemble that first. Hoary marmot is killing the beetle. Oh, hell yeah. Beat the shit out of it. Oh, they killed it. Excellent. Did you mangle it? You didn't mangle it, so we can butcher that. Immediately. Butcher an animal. Do it, please. Oh, actually, they can't, I guess. Also, you're fighting the Peregrine Falcon. Is that dead already? What the fuck? Flying bolt strikes the agitated Peregrine Falcon in the head, and the severed part flies off in an arc. It's been knocked unconscious? I would say so. I mean, yeah, if your head is off, you're definitely unconscious. Alright. Love it. Bomb wreck has become a peacock, by the way. Removal and active. So we'll need them to tear that down. They've built this bridge. I'm keeping an eye out for cavern creatures. I mean, we're seeing like cave spiders, which is good. We'll have silk in the future. They have silk webs down here. We'll also attempt to capture and set up our own silk farm. If we capture some of these beetles. Not the beetles, the spiders. We'll also need to set up some traps down there because they will have more cave beetles. And if we look at our livestock, we can check overall training. You can see like, oh, bug bats. That sounds cute. Cap hoppers. There are things that we can train with general familiarity, like cave spiders, cave swallows, giant cave spiders even. We have general familiarity. We can capture them and attempt to train them, bring up our level of training, and, you know, get them domesticated like we can with the horned beetles. Also like jabberers. There's all sorts of stuff. Like voracious cave crawlers. All sorts of interesting creatures we can get in our menagerie. How is this doing? We've got a lot of coke now, which I'm very happy for. We're a little bummed that we just don't have... you know, it sucks that we don't have more migrants coming in. We need more working bodies. Right now we're pretty low on just being able to do much of anything. Also, for removing this pump, I think we're going to do it here and point... or maybe... I don't know. I want to be able to get everything. We'll have, like, patches of rock, I guess, just no matter how we do this. But once we get this removed, we'll rebuild it, and we'll get the water pumping again. That way we can fill up the rest of our little park area. Our miners are all no job mode. So what we'll do is, once we come back tomorrow, we will get more exploratory mining done on this level. I want to kind of dig this out and essentially use this as like future noble housing to make the nobles have these like nice houses that are in these big open areas, you know, on the edges here. But I will see you all in the next fortress. Hey, you know what? I haven't done this either lately. You know, like and subscribe if you're liking the content. I'd be very appreciative of that. All right, see you next time.